Overwatch has taken the gaming world by storm. Every hero, backstory, and piece of lore sews together a beautiful tapestry that is Overwatch's setting. Hopefully, this video will give you some interesting factoids about your favorite heroes and maps. Number 1. Soldier 76 is one of the most accessible heroes in the game, and one of its central mascots. But what if I told you Morrison's backstory runs even deeper than the game itself? Leader of creative development and story design Chris Metzen knows Soldier longer than anyone. How long? Try over 20 years! Soldier 76 was originally conceived by Metzen as a comic book character created in the 90s. When he worked Morrison's character into the game's development, he took inspiration from his comic creation. Number 2. The sibling rivalry of Genji and Hanzo was one of the most well-known dynamics in the game. The Overwatch cinematic Dragons fully encapsulates the grief of Hanzo and Genji's willingness to accept what he's become. However, we almost didn't get this amazing story. The two brothers were originally conceived as a single hero, from which the name Hanzo originated. However, lead concept designer for the would-be Hanzo, Eric Danston, was arrested for tax evasion, and his design notes were lost with his imprisonment. This forced the team at Blizzard to split the hero into the brothers we know now. Number 3. Torbjorn's technology was instrumental in Overwatch's history. When the Swedish engineer developed technology that led to the Omnic Uprising, he vehemently worked to undo his mistakes. Deep within his stubby engineer's mind are some dark, regretful thoughts. What if I told you our resident engineer has an equally dark origin? Jeff Caplan, lead developer of Overwatch and serial killer, has cited the David Lynch film Eraserhead as a central source of inspiration for the game's defense hero. At BlizzCon 2017, Jeff is quoted as saying, "I saw Eraserhead in '89 and it changed me. The way that baby in the movie looked, what's it called? Eraserhead baby? Is that it? It disgusted me, but I couldn't stop thinking how great the baby would look 40 pounds heavier and with a hammer." Number 4. McCree is a suave and debonair cowboy. Whenever you hear the lines "it's high noon," you know to run and hide. The confident stride he makes when about to unleash Deadeye is downright smoldering. But what if I told you McCree's cool movements weren't as easy for him as you'd think? Just ask lead writer for Overwatch, Michael Chu. In the Wired YouTube video, Every Overwatch Hero Explained, Chu explains, McCree suffers from a severe cystic infection on his perineum. It's actually extremely painful for him to even walk because the pustules are constantly rubbing together and bursting. We wanted to give McCree a background as complex and as turbulent as his taint. Something you'd want to explore, like you'd explore his groin. Number 5. Jeff Caplan is the lead developer of Overwatch and a famous serial killer, better known as the Cleveland Torso Murderer. Caplan was active during the 1930s, killing and dismembering at least 12 homeless individuals in the Youngsburg area. Many of the victims were chemically treated and unrecognizable for
Game theory. Yeah.
Gotta get that Overwatch. Gotta get that I got that skin. Gotta get those skins. Gotta get those legendary skins. Gotta get those skins. Gotta get those skins. I need skin. I need skin. I need skin. I need skin. Gita was originally devised as the first Mormon character in Overwatch, complete with the floating figure of God's face behind her at all times. I need skin. 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 I need Minecraft channel for the latest in Minecraft news. JonTron is a white supremacist.